Today, when you arrive at schools, it's always the same scenario. Kids with their heads on their mobiles. In fact, by the time they reach graduation, they've spent more time playing online games than they did inside of their classrooms. So what is the solution? The solution is to make them play more and better games. But what's the mystery with games? The thing is, games are just ideal learning environments. In games, you engage in an epic quest. You have fun, you feel safe to try. When you fail, you try again and again. You collaborate with others, regardless of their background. And you're always optimistic about the future outcome. But what is the reality in schools today? The model is still authoritarian, lecture-based, and information-centric. Kids are supposed to absorb a lot of content. And when they get home, their parents are supposed to pressure them to make homework they don't care about. And what happens when the parents are not there and they don't respect the authoritarian model? This is even more grave in vulnerable contexts, where school dropouts are high and school grades are low. This is why we created Spot Games. We want to transform schools through gamification. So what are Spot Games? Well, imagine that instead of having to drag your kid outside of bed another day, he will be ready at the doorstep, ready for you to take him on an epic quest. And school is now this amazing learning game zone. It's fun, you feel safe, you explore new territories outside of school, and you interact with your parents and local community. And by the way, you're learning maths, languages, communication skills without even noticing it. Great idea, transform schools into games, but is it easy to grab a flashy idea and turn it into real impact? Well, the answer is no. There are a lot of success cases, but usually they end up in a shelf when the funding ends. What about scalable impact? Well, that's a whole nother level. First of all, you have to find out if you can create impact that reaches everyone, especially the ones who need it the most. And that's what we did. We gathered a team of smart creatives, and we have been putting our games to the test on the most vulnerable schools for the last 3 years. Through an experimental and scientific approach, we kept developing and incrementally improving our games. The result were scalable tools that really enable teachers to transform their classrooms into games. And why do schools want Spot Games? Well, Spot Games bring parents, teachers, and local communities closer. Students learn how to learn, they develop key skills through self-proposed goals, and they have meaningful learning experiences that trigger action in the real world. Also, teachers have access to user-friendly back office that makes sure the teacher's job gets easier, not harder. And the results haven't been shy either. Scientific analysis showed that as they play Spot Games, students engage more in their communities, have better school performance, and have better classroom behavior. For the scalable part, we find out that you have to find the partners with the right fit. They have to be entrepreneurial, bold, and innovative. That's why we've been selling to key partners and clients that range from the centralized government and multinationals to local projects and municipalities, putting more than 150K in sales in the last 3 months. These sales will allow our games to scale from a model of 400 weekly players to more than 8,000 this school year. To keep innovating and further move our games into the digital era, incorporating new features like massive multiplayer online role-playing environments or artificial intelligence generated challenges, we are seeking investment so that we can expand our development team and pursue new collaborations with cool partners that are crazy about learning like us. So what is our plan? We want a Spot Game in every school. We want to take the superpowers of learning and gaming into every classroom and learning environment in the world. If you're ready for this epic quest, join us and enter the learning game zone of the future.